Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so catching you up. Basically what we did was we found out the whole situation with the Dream Willow. Some poor fuck had been taking it out of the medicine caches because they needed it. And they had been leaving money behind because obviously they were, buying it. And I saved them for some robots, and so they gave me the Dream Willow back. We ran into a caravan where some dude had sabotaged everything and then ran off with the goods. So I hunted his ass down, and before I could kill him, this bad boy, this big mean boy, came out of nowhere and exploded him. And then I had to explode it. It's like a greyhound that can go invisible and shoot rockets. So, fun. And then we explored the Cauldron, the Forbidden Zone. It was basically like a Geiger-inspired nightmare of machines in the middle of the mountain where new machines were being built. Now we are on our way to find Sona the War Chief, who is in the process of putting together a band to take revenge on the people who fucked everybody else up in the process. Yeah, so that's the last video should have all of that. And don't worry, there are more cauldrons. We'll have plenty of opportunity. We do not know who those people are. Beyond that, when we attack them, they're called cultists, not bandits. You can also tell they're not bandits because our buddy Nell isn't ever there to help us. What a fair weather friend is he.
Thanks for the trail.
Well, they're on YouTube as well. I've put together a little playlist and I'm just going to continue updating it as I save videos. Because I'm having a lot of fun doing this with you guys. Wow. The change in color palette through here is notable. Yeah, that's part of why I wanted to have it that way, so that when people are looking back over it, they can actually see what I'm responding to in my messages. Shoot. A lot of horses. Shoot. No, I'm not here. Don't. Stop. Oh, you also missed my first death. I deserved it. I was being an idiot. I can't even remember. I think I was just like, oh, there's like 3 sawtooths. I can take care of that. No worries. I'm good at things. It's just 3 sawtooths. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, Elise, you can vouch for the whole Horizon Zero Dawn Jackass edition. That was really what happened with, oh, there's a big boy. Ooh, that's a big boy. So I have no idea what kind of animal these things are supposed to be. I used to think about them as being like ticks, but now every time I see them, I just think about Dr. Pimple Popper. So let's squeeze that cyst open, baby. No, don't, no. Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Pop that big boy. Nope. Oh. Also, y'all got different usernames on here, but it's the same crowd. Bye.
I've done what I can to cleanse this valley of corruption. It's time to see if the Carja Fort will let me pass over the mountains.
We'll be back to that. Yeah, I really love the balance that they've struck with the fact that, like, yes, it's giant robots, but they feel like they belong. It's not like, you know, the normal world just with robots dropped in. It's like they feel like they're some part of the natural order. Which I suppose they are. Thing. What's this?
Forget about traveling light.
What is it? Oh.
Apaka Shitstorm Tour, Day 5. The Grey Swarms opened for Turtle Smash the night I OD'd here. Or so the police report said, anyway. I was 15 years old. When I woke in the hospital, 2 days later, your face was the first thing I saw.
Damn. Alright, so these vantages are things that you find periodically, and they come with the visual as well as a little snippet of text, which I will, of course, be reading, because it just feels like the right thing to do. I would if it would show up. Oh, there we go. Hi, Ma. I don't remember anything about the concert. The bands, the music, the crowd. I was too throttled on Skydive and Snake that night to distinguish the thunder of bashcore from the roar of blood in my head. And then I ran across a pusher who was selling Razorwing for $8 a tab. That's right, Razorwing. A certain designer stimulant named after a certain late 30s fighter craft that our family had a certain unpleasant association with. So I declined the offer, headed the ominous portent, and got the hell out of there, right? Or maybe what I did was buy 4 tabs and take them all at once. Yeah, did that. According to the police report, I went berserk and attacked the pusher, then set fire to his stash, and then went after the security drones that showed up. I didn't get far. The drones put 50,000 volts through me, which wouldn't have been such a big deal if my heart hadn't already been hammering along at triple time. The shock flat out killed me. The medbots came fast as they could, but the first glitched out and the second got hung up in the crowd, so I was dead for almost 2 minutes. And even after they revived me, my condition was touch and go on account of all the substances sloshing through my veins. When I came out of the coma, your face was the first thing I saw. You'd been crying. Your makeup was smudged, dark lines down your cheeks. When our eyes met, I expected you to start yelling, and weak as I was ready to yell back. Not even a coma could break my defiance. But you didn't yell. You quietly asked Wyatt to wait in the hall, then pushed your chair right up to the edge of my bed and took my hand. I wanted to jerk my hand back, but I couldn't. It wasn't the strength of your grip that stopped me, but the warmth of your hand, the gentleness with which you took mine. When you spoke, your voice was quiet, just above a whisper. When I lost your Baba 7 years ago, you were my only reason to go on living. Your gaze lifted to the medical equipment surrounding us, the tubes and blinking lights. You shook your head. Why do you live like no one loves you? Don't you realize that if you die, all my hopes and dreams and all the hopes and dreams of your father die with you? You reached and touched my hair, and like a thunder crack, I broke. Or maybe I was just snapping back together. I lay there sobbing for what felt like years. The whole time you never took your hand away, and I didn't either. The next day I agreed to go into treatment. I wish I could say I never picked up again, but as we both know, that's not exactly how things turned out. So we don't know what these are, other than that they seem to be a window into the past, along with the diary of someone. And, yeah, so I'll be reading those as we go along. Got another data point over here. Where's it at? There we go. Chocolate Box Log. Your latest meaningful conversation on Chocolate Box. Was this the love connection moment you'd tell your grandkids about? You can opt out of receiving these logs at any time by editing your Chocolate Box profile. Oh my god, Chocolate Box is a dating service. Hey, how's it going? Fine. Bored though? Yeah, Wednesday nights. You're really cute, Lars. Thanks, you too. Hey, do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Oh, you're a honeybot. Haha, what? No, silly. Okay, if you're not a honeybot, tell me about the most earth-shattering work of art you've ever seen. You're funny, Lars. Tell me about the last time you experienced heartache. You're funny, Lars. Tell me about an experience your friends enjoyed, but about which you were ambivalent. Hey, do you want to chat with me in my private salon? Holy crap, you're not even a good honeybot. You suck. You're funny, Lars. Lars has ended this conversation. Okay, well that's amazing. What a mood swing. Brings me back to the days of AIM and SmarterBot. Me and that dude, good friends. What's this? To all Jessie fans. Okay, I want to get something off my chest right now because this needs to be said. To all Jessie fans and to the entire Romantic Fortunes fan community, Jessica Sterling should not win Romantic Fortunes. This is so obvious to anyone who actually pays attention. I used to be like you guys. Last season, I wanted Jessica to win. But as of F301, she has gone too far. Were you people even watching when she rejected Louis, the sweetest human being on the planet? He stood by her through everything. The Alaska acquisition, the time the Harrier bots malfunctioned mid-battle. The only reason Jessica has had any success is because Louis had her back. He loves her, and she doesn't even care. This is why I'm throwing my support behind Vernon. And do not take this decision lightly. I was a Jessica fan for 2 whole seasons. Jessica is the whole reason I even care about Sterling Malkeep. But as a fan, I cannot continue to support someone so heartless. Louis, you can do better. This is like a spoiler for both Game of Thrones and Avengers. This is some heavy shit we're getting into here. Also, I hope that you guys are okay with me reading these random text data points. They're not like quest related or anything, but they're just little
The shadows are getting long.
little snips of the world that are lingering around. Kind of paints an interesting picture of what things used to be like. So this fog feels ominous. God, it totally seems like it is The Bachelor meets The Hunger Games. Which, I'm gonna be totally real with you, I would watch the fuck out of that.
Keep that for later.
What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. So, I have overrides available for big kitties, and there's 2 big kitties over here. No, 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 you don't see me. You don't see me. So I hear something like going kaboom over there, and it is flipping me out. But I'm gonna focus on the kitties. There's got to be some tall grass somewhere. Little machines are told by their parents to avoid the tall grass because you never know what's going to jump out at you. Some huntress is going to jump out and just holler, "I love shorts! They're comfy and easy to wear!" That's right, you come to my channel, you watch me fuck up fights, and tell bad jokes.
So much for being careful.
I'm gonna put on my sneaky pants. I've got 69 sneak, so... Okay, but jalapeno popper sandwiches sound like pretty fucking flawless.
I know how to override a sawtooth. If I can get in close.
Is there no grass anywhere? What the fuck? Dudes, we're doing this jackass style. YOLO! Banging. Fucked him up fast. You're a good kitty. Good kitties get fixed. Good kitty. Good kitty. Oh, what's up, you guys? You want to come fuck with us?
You're not gonna like this.
Come on, boys. Bet you weren't expecting that. God damn. You are such a good kitty. Back to our ab armor and continue forth. Yeah, healing them is one of the abilities that you pick up along the way. Where is it? There. Machine repair. Normally, yes, it would, but on the subject of machine repair, there's combat override, which increases the time by 50%, and then combat override plus, which means that that dude is mine forever. Or, you know, until I leave the area and the spawns all change. It's
Devil's Grief.
Varl.
Foreboding
My
sight, huh?
boy.
Don't you ever wonder what it used to look like? Back when the old ones lived here.
You're not like other Nora.
That's what they tell me.
By the way,
War Chief?
Sona,
Our scouts found enemy camps in the ruins,
wife
guarding the
material.
approach to the Ring of Metal.
Then we should hit those camps first. Make sure they stay quiet.
Agreed. Wipe out the camps, and our enemies in the Ring of Metal won't see us coming.
I'll take out the alarms.
We'll send Braves to each camp to lie in wait. Which you start, they'll help finish.
Alright. Okay, what in the fuck is going on? Sona was hunting another group of the bandits. He had tracked down.
Taking my target!
At the base of the tallest tower. Then, to the Ring of Metal and vengeance. Today, we break taboo to honor our dead and punish our enemies. Blood spilled for blood spilled. May All-Mother forgive our trespass, and if not, may she lay her wrath solely upon me. Now, to battle.
That was some, like, Pacific Rim level shit.
You're taking this pretty well. The trespassing on tainted lands thing, I mean.
You think so? I feel like that silly Karja priest at the Blessing, quaking under his hood.
That night already feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, we weren't really close, Vala and I. Always competing for our mother's respect, I guess.
Well, you have mine, if it makes any difference.
Thanks. It does. But this battle, I'm not doing this for respect. Yours, or my mother's.
Good on ya.
I'm doing it for Vala. I know she would have done the same for me.
Extra good on ya. He really is. The fucking sweetheart. Broadheads. A. Ooh. We getting back into that 69 sneak. Just implies that not only is it being sneaky, but it's the 69th edition. Get fucked. Okay, so there's my dudes. Ooh, there's their dudes. Let's see if we can manage to sneaky better than we did with that last bandit camp. These are cultists, not bandits, so Homeboy Nil doesn't seem to be
might have trouble.
interested.
Come on, brothers, let's get her.
Well, I fucked that up already. Try to just escape.
You will not escape me. Keep your head down.
Son of a bitch. Alright, well, he got the alarm off, so...
Here.
That burden is mine and mine alone.
Great, take redouble your efforts. The shadow demands it. That's a miss. I've got you sighted. You're finished.
Dick.
For the sacred land.
For the North!
Alright. Well,
It is done.
green barrels do explode. I probably would have blown up a couple of those if I hadn't been, you know, immediately spotted. Let's see what they have. Not yet.
No
But
room.
some of them were saying things like, the shadow demands it. Indeed. A thing. What's this? Luna, here I come. Personal log. User numbers. Looks like I'm heading to the moon. Met with Jerry today and he told me some of our helium-3 mines are producing well below specs. Drone Ops has eyes on the ground up there, but even they can't say what's causing the problems, so the Corp is gonna send up a team to investigate firsthand. Low G training starts Monday. Luna, here I come. I hope you made it to space. Yeah. Yeah, it really does. How? Did I not have my sneaky key? I get what you mean. There's Starbucks and then there's Starbucks. To a better vantage. My dudes. There's the alarm. Okay, that sounds good.
Might be something up there.
Nope.
They're still looking.
Blast it! Man down! Stay in cover! Stay together!
Yeah, purple is allies, and in battle they have a little indicator over their head that shows that, like, they're your buddies.
Got too much already.
For the goddess!
I'm gonna do a brief little detour because I don't know how I managed to walk past that. Someone was paying attention.
Never know.
Actually,
I might need
I'm
these.
just gonna go on ahead with the quest. I can go on treasure hunts later. God damn, there's a lot of crypto machines around here. Alright, well that guy's not looking. Don't turn around. He didn't turn around. The red stuff is the corruption. It seems to be something that's making the machines behave erratically, and it burns human flesh as well. A data point? You shouldn't have. All the same. Personal log. I am so sick of these robot battle hollows. How many of these things can you watch before you realize that every single episode is exactly the same? You show up on the battlefield, you watch a bunch of Thrasher bots tear each other up, you choose which corp you're going to root for, explosions, 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 and then it's over. Am I the idiot? Everyone else seems to love this stuff. Yeah, you're an idiot. That sounds rad. Also, it kind of sounds like our whole Bachelor Hunger Games robot spin-off is maybe not too far off. Alright, there's the boys. How many boys we got? We got a few boys. Yeah, I'm gonna come around from the other side. I hope it does.
Stocking up.
Just goes to show that humanity never changes. Okay, but who is the Watcher in love with? Does the Watcher have the hots for Sawtooth, but is afraid Sawtooth will never notice just because Watcher is a lowly sentinel? And Sawtooth, such a fighter. Come on, stand up. Come on. Come on.
I think... Not sure.
God, there's a lot of lads in this one. Ooh, pretzel buns on that? Decadent, dude. Alright, let's just unleash some havoc.
Get that signal up!
I've got you sighted.
She's gone!
God damn it.
I see him.
I'm having a hard time adjusting to the different hitboxes. Much narrower. Oh, that noise was the alarm that I was supposed to break, but that I didn't. Fucking hitboxes would beat the death of me.
We did it, Graves, today.
Good home.
Just a memory now.
Simple geometry. A bunny. Someone killed a bunny in the middle of all that. Alright, let's see if there's anything worth having here.
It is done.
I just have to get shuriken that pop out of my hands. Yeah, me too. I thought that was just such a nice change of pace. It was like, here's Mr. America, and his whole character is basically that he's Mr. America. By the way, also gay. And the same people who got super butthurt about it are the people who got real mad about Geralt being in the bathtub. And making those people mad is pretty much my favorite thing. What's this? A data point is there? What's this? There's lore. Right in the air. Mexico. Crowther is gonna kill me. Got buzz this morning notifying me that Metallurgic had occupied 2 of our Mexico Helium-3 facilities. No declaration of intent, no warning, just bam. So of course the blame's on me. I could file a grievance with the ICC, but that only covers the company's ass, not mine. Could get Great Lakes Interdiction on the line, maybe clean up this mess by Monday, but my line of credit's strained as it is. How did they slip in past the sniffers? Where were our thrashers? It's bad. So bad. Interesting.
Can't be too prepared. Looks good.
Meat. Aloy needs meat. And, you know, a bunch of flowers she just threw in a pouch. Also, my apologies if there's weird noises. I'm eating jackfruit because it's my new favorite thing. Such a good hunter. It tastes like juicy fruit gum, except it's crunchy.
The camps have been dealt with. Now to the Ring of Metal. Its high walls protect the enemy. We'll have to scale the height. Under fire if we're detected.
I have another idea. Their base has a weakness. Send me in alone, and I'll exploit it. If I'm successful, I'll blow a hole in those walls big enough for the entire war party to charge through.
Sounds like a plan. So long as I get to come with you.
A war chief should be grateful for 2 arrows so eager to spring from the bow. Yes, Varl. Go with Aloy as her spearmate, but be vigilant.
Yes, War Chief. I will.
Goddamn, Sona.
Go now. We wait on your signal.
Alright, let's do this.
You do have a
ring
plan, right?
You
of
followed me
metal.
this far, even into the ruins. I thought you trusted
Which
me.
looks
I do, but how would you know that this base has a weakness?
Patience, Varl. You'll know soon enough.
like a stadium.
Up you go.
Take my hand. Take the one on the right.
Come on, then.
She's coming for him!
Get out of the line of fire!
Yeah!
Yeah. Just adjust your head a little bit to the
I'd have to
right.
ditch something.
Perfect. That's definitely out of the line of fire. Oh, that's a lot of boys out there. Okay.
Two more. You take the one on the left.
Intruder!
Borrow, dude.
Ah!
A little slow in the uptake, but that's alright. Got the job done.
There. See their covered shelter?
Do you see those corruptors?
Focus, Laurel. That shelter is full of blaze. A whole stockpile of it. If I set it off, the explosion will destroy those corruptors and collapse the wall, too.
A breach for the Nora to charge through. Can't hit it from here, though. We'll need to get closer.
I'll get closer. You head back. Tell Sona the plan and lead them to that side of the ring.
I'll see it done. And when the wall collapses, I'll be first through the breach.
You're a good pal.
Now all I have to do is make it all happen. If I can do this quietly, it'll be a lot easier. Grab this now.
Might have a man down.
It was actually way cooler than I thought it was gonna be. Normally I fuck up far greater than that.
Just need to get an angle on that blaze and shoot it.
God, that's a lot of boys.
Handy?
Alright. It is green, and it's on the ground. Who wants to bet I can hit it from here? This is gonna take us
Tired, but I
a
will
good go.
endure. For the shadow. For Meridian.
I need to get to that blaze fast. I should be able to shoot the blaze from here.
Got it. of these bucks.
Don't give an easy target. Found him.
All Mother, look
Yeah, I
upon
have
our
Matrix
victory.
bullet time.
A debt of blood is paid. Remember this day, brave Nora.
From your lips to the goddess's ears. Yes, remember it. Be ready to leave this place. Let your spears and arrows rest in the bodies of the fallen. They are tainted, like these ruins.
We did it!
It's over. They won't be able to
The
kill
threat
me.
is past. For
I
now.
need to find Olin and learn everything he knows. Who the killers were, how they saw me through his focus.
Also, we gotta loot all their stuff.
These will keep.
I think that their cultist symbol is a power button. Yeah. These guys play a lot of Fortnite.
Need them soon enough.
Alright. What quests do we have up now? So... oh, we can wrap up a quest. Ooh, but there's another vantage. Let's go to there first. And then deploy. Hollow Haunting. The rest of the paranormal research community remains intransigent. This is no great surprise. I knew my theories would be received as radical apostasy. I can't say these words. However, the time is coming and coming soon when the body of research on paranormal phenomena will be forced to contend with the simple fact that virtual spaces are as easily occupied by the spirits of the restless dead as physical spaces. This is not mere speculation. It was I who witnessed the screaming spirit that drifts between the discussion rooms on the International Alliance of Knitting Enthusiasts. Oh my god, this just keeps getting better and better. It was I who listened in stunned shock to the hushed, mad whispers writhing beneath the diegetic soundscape of Goblination. Like spectral refugees, the spirits of the dead flee our realm to reside in the Hollowscape, and I intend to discover the reason. Dude rules. Ghosts in the knitting forums. It wants to know that hat pattern. shit. A lot of them around here. Idiot Army. I'm not sure what I expected being part of a hacker collective to be like exactly, but so far the whole Idiot Army thing has been anticlimactic. Turns out being a world-renowned cyber threat mostly consists of hanging out in internationally tacky-looking hollow spaces with dudes in anonymizing skins, most of which are, like, meme-based. Like there's a dude, or maybe a few dudes, with a skin modeled after that incredulous pigeon reaction hollow. A couple guys who are literally just walking kapok trees. I asked someone what the next big operation would be. I even had suggestions. Doxing Farzinas? Fixing corporate war bots? Come on. And he called me a turd baron, as though data corrupted. Fireflies or machines? Fireflies. The fireflies hang out around the grass so that you can find it. Hotel. Okay, this is deeply concerning to me. Okay. Well, doesn't seem to be anyone around. God, I just want to touch her biceps.
I found a vantage point. Wonder what it used to be.
Shitstorm tour, day 6. I was fresh out of rehab when we saw the metallurgists play the Hearts Wayfarers. The Emmett jersey looked pretty funny. Hopefully you're sorry.
Hi, Ma. So this would have been late May or early June. I was only a week or two out of rehab, still feeling pretty raw, pretty jangly about sober life. You'd already gone toe-to-toe with Mr. Gearson, that jerk principal who tried to block my readmission. I was looking at 8 weeks of summer school to make up for all the courses I'd flunked, but I didn't mind. Without drugs, I didn't really know what to do with myself yet, so I welcomed the structure. The metallurgists were playing the Wayfarers, and as usual, Wyatt has box tickets. But this was the first time I'd agreed to go. Hell, it was probably the first time I'd agreed to do anything as a family, in retrospect. In retrospect, I'm surprised Wyatt was willing to bring his hellion stepson to a public event so soon. I'd seen teens slug it out on Holo before, of course, but seeing it in the real world was a whole other thing. The size of the machines, their speed, the way they bashed each other to pieces. It was intense. All at once, my fascination with tech, which had kind of faded as I'd sunk into the drugs, came roaring back. When Hami Raman, the team's chief engineer, stopped by the box at halftime, I was all over him, blasting him with questions like a one-boy press conference. Looking back, it wouldn't surprise me if you took me to that game hoping to get me excited about tech before I headed into summer school. Or was it that you wanted me to catch a glimpse of corporate privilege? It was always your dream that I'd end up in engineering or business. Well, there's plenty of engineering on display when Connor 12 scored with an 18-meter rocket jump, and plenty of VPs and even C-levels in the box with us when we cheered the goal. Yeah, it was a setup. You knew what you were doing. Always did. I really like the way that we are, kind of learning his story through an aftermath. Yeah, I'm really sketched out by the fact that it looks like there are people here, but nobody is here.
Some things are beyond your ken. I'll know better next time.
I found your friends, you know where. They'll be back shortly.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a relief. You won't tell anyone, will you?
Relax. The matriarchs are up singing the Hymn of Atonement. I think you're safe.
You're right. The hymn atones for all of us. Thank you.
Not what she meant.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
My own damn fault. Should have got out of there quick. What's this? A new side quest? What could it be?
It's her.
My girl.
War Chief Sona, you're reinforcing Mother's Crown?
If the Nora are to weather another attack by the Metal Devil, we must brace our defenses. Still, concern is not yours. You're not mine to command.
You can still ask, War Chief.
Very well. We need to harvest Lancehorns. They carry chill water, and their lenses have many uses also.
I have chill water now.
Good.
Yeah, I do.
Our ice and fire will stave off the machines. That leaves the matter of the Lancehorn lands. There's hunting to the west of here. I also need the watchtowers stocked with signal arrows. Take these to Orn's Tower in the south. If you would.
She's so unsure of this. Alright, we'll do this. This sounds like a quickie. It's her.
Sorry, I spilled jackfruit juice everywhere because I'm an idiot. Alright. It does kind of have that tone to it, doesn't it? It's like you're listening to the music. Oh yeah, it's fine. It was just like on my lap.
It hurts now. I'm all the wiser for it.
Let's home. You're a shithead lantern. I'm choo-choo. We'll blow up. Lantern. Now these lads are more like antelope than deer. And they do not set on fire.
Low and quiet does it.
Set on ice. Where the fuck was that lantern? It makes them brittle. Which I thought was kind of a cool way of exploring different elemental ammunitions. Without having it just be like, this one does ice damage. And electricity.
Done problem overriding that lantern. Catch you, Phil.
Signal arrows to Orn. You can accidentally hurt the ones that you've hacked, which will turn them against you. So that sucks.
You're Orn? Aren't you a little young to be a sentinel?
You can talk.
Fair. The war chief had me bring you these fire arrows. Send up a signal the moment you see anything suspicious, alright?
I know. I'm young, not stupid. If they come back...
Just be safe.
The trip down's the best part.
Alright. Let's test this trip down he's talking about. Oh boy. One time I did one of those rappels and I just completely fat fingered it, and and did not press the button and just jumped off the cliff. Not in time. Shall we detour to get another vantage? So if you watched the animation when she's going down the zip line, she actually whips out like a little strap. The vantages are just, you know, the diary of someone, and basically all we know about him is that he was an adolescent fuck-up. Yeah, I had to set the resolution kind of low because otherwise my internet was like absolutely shitting itself every 15 to 20 seconds. They make such gentle noises, like little machine music.
Red light means trouble.
Hearts wins Bahamas. Hearts declares victory and fight for the Bahamas. NASA, December 22nd, 2062. After weeks of skirmishes between the robotic forces of U.S.-backed Hearts Corporation and the Columbia-based Combine TG Communications, the islands that compose the former Commonwealth of the Bahamas have been officially acquired by Hearts, pending a successful request for enfranchisement. Interest in the Bahamas, newly re-emerged since polar ice reconstitution caused global sea levels to recede, was sparked by Bahamian beaches rich deposits of aragonite, a mineral used in the chemical scrubbing of water-based pollutants. Hearts, which commands an already impressive robotic military force, enlisted the aid of Michigan-based private military corporation Great Lakes Combat Solutions to capture TG Communications manufacturing facilities. The much smaller Colombian corporation defended their Bahamian facilities for longer than early projections anticipated, thanks in part to robot lease agreements with the Indian military, but was ultimately forced to retreat in the face of a larger and better equipped acquisition force. Hearts has announced intentions to holocast an immersive extravaganza highlighting the most explosive moments of robot-on-robot conflict. However, as of press time, no scheduled date has been set. It sounds like war was fought by robots and by corporations. Ancient debris? Woohoo. We got a bright bracelet, a watch, and some chimes. Car keys. Alright, looks like we are going up.
I'll find a use for you.
God, wouldn't that be amazing? Bitch, you can't see me, I'm underwater. Green stuff is corruption, so it drives machines mad. So they will go absolutely feral on everything, including their allies. And blubber, that's also an acceptable answer. Red is sort of like a large-scale corruption, and green is temporary. Oh, red is like a large-scale corruption that's done by those special machines. Let's see if we can't get to Day Tower before we end the stream tonight. Which means I'll, you know, stop fucking around. Okay, alright. Yeah! Parkour.
A Vantage. Another message from the past.
Oh my god, I fucked up. Oh my god, I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh god. Oh god. I'm amazed I didn't just fucking die. I was really sure I was gonna die. Luckily, I glitched through a wall.
No space.
A pocket shitstorm toward day 4. It's hard to believe Metallurgic International used to be headquartered in this dreary old cigarette. Wyatt's office was on the 2nd floor from the top. If Emmett had a policy against workplace romances, he probably wrote it.
Alright. What's that all about? Hi, Ma. Looking back, it's almost comical how much I detested Wyatt. I hated everything about him. His lumpy face, his bad skin, his always calm voice, his out-of-style suits, and especially his stupid cowboy name. I don't care how badly you want to assimilate, there is never any excuse for naming your kid after a gunfighter. I couldn't believe you would replace my Baba, a decorated combat flyer, with a corporate drum. So I made it as hard for you as I could. I was beyond cruel. I accused you to your face of only being interested in Wyatt for his money. Called you, my own mother, a gold digger, and worse. Refused to attend the wedding, then got myself arrested the night before just to cinch the point. It took me years to understand the obvious. Of course you married him for his money, for my sake, not yours. Before Wyatt, the job you were working didn't even cover food and rent. When you didn't get overtime, we slipped deeper in debt or went hungry. You literally couldn't afford to spend time at home, let alone pay for childcare or rent and nanny bot. Meanwhile, your son was out of control, a truant and a thief, not even out of junior high, and already a drug addict. If you'd only had yourself to worry about, I think you would have politely refused Wyatt's interest. You were no stranger to hardship. Compared to what you went through getting out of Kolkata in 2037, simple poverty probably seemed like a cakewalk. You knew how to survive. But your son didn't. I was headed nowhere at ramming speed. You married Wyatt to save me, for the stability and opportunities his money could provide. It wound up working, but not as smoothly as you hoped. Before I could be saved, I had to die first. But that's a story for the amphitheater. That's a story we just heard.
Now.
I'm soaked from melted snow. I brought you the Lancehorn lens, Sona.
I'll make a weapon with this myself. No warrior should forget the feel of craft. And you brought the signal arrows to Orn?
I did. Kind of hope he never has to use them, though.
We stand agreed. It is a poor war chief who has a craving for war. For now, all I ask of our braves is that they are ready. I thank you for your aid.
Man, Sona's such a fucking badass. Let's go to Day Tower. And then we can call it but first, Day Tower. Oh my god. Maybe not. Day Tower's really far away. Let's go to this vantage. And after this vantage, we'll call it. But while we're close by, we might as well finish it up.
How could the Carja faithless close the border while the corruption spreads? Goddess, forget them.
I'll tuck that away.
Yeah, so for things like vantages and collectible items, the map marker doesn't show you the exact location, but it shows you where to look around.
The Pocket Shit Storm Tour, Day 3. I was 13. I broke in and vandalized this place. Me and that kid, I think his name was Star. It was my first arrest. A real banner day for the Mahdi family. What a messed up kid I was.
Hi, Mom. Like me, Star was a problem kid, but he wasn't really smart enough to get into trouble on his own. I didn't tell him my real motivations, just made breaking into the museum and vandalizing it sound like a fun thing to do while high on Duster. I was only 13, but my combined interests in tech and drugs had already acquainted me with the basics of hacking security systems. I used a jammer to bypass a window alarm, and then I got to work. I toppled hollow exhibits, smashed dioramas, yanked display panels off the walls, and smashed those, too. I forgot all about Star until he yelped about flying up the glass. He was just standing there, holding his cheek, staring at me with big, scared eyes, whining about how this was crazy and I was going to get us arrested. He was right about the arrest. Getting caught was part of my plan, but wrong about the crazy. My one-boy orgy of destruction wasn't some kind of drug-soaked psychotic frenzy. It was a calculated attack. Not on the museum, on Wyatt. We'd started dating Wyatt a few weeks before, and I didn't like him. I wanted him gone. When you had him over for dinner, one of the many boring things he droned on about was how he served on the board of the museum and oversaw its technology purchases. Anyway, as I was saying, Star was right to think we were going to get arrested. It went down quick. Star began screaming about how he was burning all over, and next thing I knew, I was face down in a mound of expanding foam. Police bots never even warned us. Compared to Star, I got off easy. I've never been on the business end of a microwave gun, but they say it hurts like hell. I was still picking bits of that foam from my hair a week later, though. Fines and damages came to 18 months of basic income. So it wasn't just shame that my actions brought down the family, but financial catastrophe too. Which is why the plan backfired. I didn't push Wyatt away. I handed him a golden opportunity. He stepped in and paid the bill, and it was only another month or two before he got engaged. It's weird, but lately I've been dreaming about that night. I keep seeing that first projector I toppled, watching the hologram of a pioneer woman slew sideways and spin to the floor like a bowling pin as the emitter crashed over. A zap and a flicker, and she was gone. History is shorting out, kind of like now. I wonder if anyone will survive to build museums about us. And on that grim note, we will call it a night. So, thanks again for joining me, you guys. We will pick up again soon, and we will be on our way to Daytower. And from there to Meridian. So that I can see my boyfriend. My boyfriend. I think there's another bandit camp between here and there too, so we might see No one's boyfriend. And everyone's boyfriend. In murder. Night, everyone.